get a lot of questions about regripping, so we wanted to take time and kind of go through the process for everybody. Here I've got a shaft that's already clamped into the grip station, and I'm going to use a new MCC Teams from Golf Pride that's crimson and cream, near and dear to me. And we're going to use the grip station here, but I want to make sure you all know you can do this at home without a station. The nice thing about it is like this, as we get our grip tape, you have some stability to everything. When tearing off your grip tape, you want to make sure that you get enough to cover the entire length of the grip, and a little bit extra is fine. If it hangs out from underneath the beginning of the grip, you can always go back with a hook knife and trim that. And if you have excess off the back end, which I prefer to have, you'll see here in a moment you can actually twist that and tuck it in. A thing to remember as you put the tape on is to try to go slow enough to make sure you're not going to have any wrinkles that you might feel underneath the grip. I've installed the seam down on this. You can also go seam up if it makes it easier for you to see, especially that's one of the nice things about using a grip station. So as we work all this through and we make sure everything is bubble and seam free, we're gonna begin to peel off the double-sided tape. And I like to get both ends started and pull in one motion. And from here, I twist the tape and tuck it into the butt end of the shaft. I know a lot of guys that work in shops are taught to cut it off. You can do it either way. It's not going to hurt anything to do it either way. The biggest step when regripping, though, is solvent. I cannot emphasize enough that you need to make sure you use more solvent than you think. It's another nice thing about a grip station in that it's going to collect all that excess solvent, but if you're doing it over your sink, still don't be afraid to use too much. So I like to pour some solvent into the grip initially while holding the hole in the butt cap solid, not let it leak through, and we're going to turn it upside down a few times to really ensure there's solvent all around the inside of the grip. Again, more solvent is better than not enough. So after we make sure the inside's coated here, we're going to pour the excess across the tape, and that's going to begin to get everything. And then from here, I always add more solvent. More solvent, more solvent, more solvent, and you're going to ensure that you don't get a grip stuck on there and potentially waste a kind of an expensive grip. So from here in the station with it clamped in, we're going to begin the grip on the shaft, and we're going to slide it in one motion. As you can see here, I probably could have used more solvent, and it's taken a little bit more effort than we planned. The nice thing about the station, though, is you have time and effort to work on this. From here, we line it up properly, and that's where we are, and we're good to go.